Welcome to the show, everyone. It's very nice to have you. We hope at home you're relaxing.
Joining us here in
We are,
Switzerland.
I like to think we are relaxing right now as we work. And
A leisurely stroll
those
down.
of you that notes bother, yes,
this
they
area.
do travel across the pond, so we know what to talk about. So here's the deal, guys. Video is sponsored by Shooting Surplus. You get 5% off their whole damn site. The code
1911.
1911.
Too easy.
And if you were to spend $7,321,
It would be $893.74.
nailed it, right? So
Nailed it.
big savings happening over there. Ammo is typically provided by U.S. Brass House.
Two codes, 1911 and Syndicate, saves you 40, that's a 40, off a case of ammo.
That is correct, and beyond that, you can find different ways to support the 1911 Syndicate with merch, or if you want to buy a house, anything that's basically not raw land, we're happy to sell you. So
Yeah.
you can check that out, Patreon, all that good stuff. It's all on the website. Just go check that out.
Or just
So,
send us money. Just send it.
always fine too.
Yep.
Bitcoin accepted as well.
Actually, it is.
While the value's down, go ahead and send it.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's talk a little bit about the APC9 SD.
Beautiful firearm.
So here's the deal, guys. There's really three variants of the APC9s. There's the standard length, okay, which I own.
Yep.
And you've owned.
Yep.
And that's, I guess, one thing to point out, which is, just so you guys understand, we both spent our own money on APC9s.
My own hard-earned money on APC9s.
I wouldn't say mine was hard-earned, but it
Well,
was earned.
it's all relative.
Earned on the streets.
We have the
So-
K model.
We have the K,
And
which
then-
is a shorty.
Yep.
And, well, that's K, Kurtz.
Kurtz.
And then we have the SD.
Yep.
I've shot the SD once before. We've never done a video on it. The SD is really, really cool, guys.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit about it, but to kind of go back to the origin of the APC9s. So APC stands for?
Advanced Police Carbine.
Right. So I don't, I'm using a little bit of interpretation here because unfortunately I forgot to ask the question, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the APC was developed out of a
Law enforcement
police
need.
request.
It would make sense with we're drawing a conclusion here that is
Logical
easily drawable.
conclusion. You can't quote us as the gospel on that, but
Yeah.
it was a police carbine, and then later on got picked up as the new official subgun of the U.S. Army.
Special Operations Command specifically.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had some special edition kits that hit the U.S. that
Yeah.
were super pricey. That came with a B&T. I'm actually lucky enough to have funny enough, actually, the
prototype model.
the B&T Microtech that came
Yeah.
to Switzerland for the proofing. I somehow lucked my way into having that. So
Yeah.
kind of cool, but it came with a coin and the knife and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
it was cool. We were talking to them about just some of the different things that went into the testing of it, and I thought, look, we're not going to go through the whole thing here, but I thought one of the things that was pretty neat was that the Army, right, as a broad statement, actually purchased the APCs for the testing.
Two of them, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of cool, and talking to the B&T folks, they're just saying, hey, sometimes when things, get, here you go, Army, here's these things, it's on us,
There can be some bias.
go test them out, and
Yeah.
they're kind of like, or they won't even do full proper testing because it's not their guns, right?
Correct.
And so the Army bought these things, they test them, and it's kind of funny, B&T calls them, they're like, how's the testing going? They're, don't call us, we'll call you kind
Yeah.
of thing, which
Which
typically
is-
would not be a good sign. But apparently in this case it was.
Well, they're professional, so like, hey, we'll let you know.
Yeah. So over the course of 18,000 rounds, they had 2 stoppages, which is really cool.
Ridiculous.
Really, really
right?
cool. And I'll say on my personal one, I've never had a malfunction.
Nope.
But let's go a little bit into the SD. One of the things that's cool about the whole system in general, highly modular.
Super modular, much like everything they make.
Yeah,
right?
so they've got like half a dozen different stocks that you can throw on any of the APCs.
Yep.
And they got a bunch of different handguards. The SD is pretty neat because one thing I really appreciate is they did the handguard right. What I mean by that is it's fat enough that I can use the handguard.
By accessories, you're meaning? Like
Yeah.
some SD handguards, once the suppressor's in there, you can't use the top third of the rail
100%.
because the mounting solutions are too long and it hits the suppressor. Where,
100%.
again, B&T, being who they are, make enough space between your suppressor and rail to add any accessory you would like.
Yep, and keep the heat off. right? Like, I mean, if you take
Multiple
the Honey
benefits.
Badger SD, right? Like, I mean, we've highlighted this in the video, so it's not new news, but it's just like, I think it's scorching hot after a mag. You can't use it in lock. Like, what's the point of this? It sounds good, that's it.
Yeah.
So this doesn't have that. It's thick enough, doesn't get hot, and it's thick enough that you can use all the M-lock. So crushed it on that.
Purpose
very
built.
good job.
Yep.
It also, one of the things that's cool is it is a proper SD. By proper, I mean it's got a ported barrel.
Correct.
So if you throw supers into your SD, it's going to convert them into subs.
Correct.
So there's no need to waste your 147s.
When you can do 115s.
You do 115s, 124s, convert them to subs.
Subs.
So it is pretty cool. From a lefty, I'm very sensitive to gas blowback.
Yeah. Any blowing into the face, you know, it's no fun.
It's never fun, okay? But there's varying degrees of suck. It's never great as a lefty, but it's pretty good. Like, I did full mag dumps on that thing.
Yeah.
And
Indoors
good.
Also.
Yeah, indoors,
So
you know,
indoors,
controlled
full mag
environment.
dump, suppressed gun, a lefty was like, not bad.
Not bad, you know, after a mag, yeah, I'm starting to get a little gassed out, but never to the point of like, oh, you know, just full on.
How was that
gas
again?
up. Oh, like that's usually
That sounded
the sound.
pleasurable almost.
Oh, like does it? You know, I don't know. I just gotta go with it.
Move on.
I'm in a land of pleasure, and you know, you want to participate. So
good.
yeah, and so they have different length handguards and different length suppressors. So you can do a full length SD, which has got the full SD cam, which is going to sound super quiet, super tough to gauge inside. So it's like, look, I straight up, I'm not taking my ears off indoors, unless it's the Station 6 or one of the, you know, well rod type pistols. In that case,
something with wipes.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Bye.
It sounds like a, you know, and people say that
We film in public here.
yeah, we
you know?
film in public.
Yeah.
And the kids love us.
The locals here love us.
The locals.
No, they don't. Locals are shaking their heads.
Shoo us away. But so they've got the full length can. They've got a compact can, but then they got full length and compact handguards. So what would be really cool is to do compact can, compact handguard.
No, compact can, full length handguard. Because then just the tip,
just the tips
is
out.
peeking out.
Yep,
right?
And that would be the combo. Yeah, because it would probably be, I'm going to say about that much of a suppressor that's hanging out of the handguard.
Which is
right.
that much.
Yeah, which is, you know, I mean,
You guys can judge that, metric or imperial, whatever you'd like to do.
you know, millimeters.
We don't discriminate.
You know, kilometers. I don't care. We're in Europe, use proper metrics.
Yep.
So, look, it's a cool gun, guys. We've done a lot of videos on the APC9 lineup, so there's only so much that we can come here and tell you because we've done a lot of it before. This, again, is really not meant to be a review per se, but as much as just like, look, here's kind of the third variant that we haven't done, and it's a cool piece, and it's just something for us to talk to you guys
Completing
about.
the whole family.
Yep. And they've got 10 mil variants, and I don't know if they have 10 mil SD actually, but you know, do have 10 mil for sure.
I think there's 10 mil SD B&Ts.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to correct myself. I think I'm speaking out of my ass.
I'm just
on
not
that.
sure.
However, would be a good gun, and APC in 10 mil. Backcountry gun. I'm getting off topic here. I'm getting a little too excited.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Just wanted to bring you something a little bit different today. Talk about sort of one of the more legacy style guns from them that is cool, and just, you know, show you something that's full auto and is quiet.
Good times. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
See you next time.
Yep.